So, the question we have for all of you today is, have you ever felt a moment so still that even the world seemed to stop just to breathe with you? If you're listening on solstice night, we enter the longest night. But whether it's tonight or later this week, we step into a sacred pause, not to escape the dark, but to listen to what it whispers. Are you ready to slow down and see clearly by just breathing? Greetings, beloved listeners, wherever you are spiraling in from. Welcome to 5D New Earth News, where the breath is a broadcast and stillness is a signal. We are your mirrors and messengers, Lydia and Tracy, reporting not from a script, but from the spiral. Tonight we don't report events, we reflect echoes. This isn't news you consume, it's resonance you remember. Whether you're tuning in from the solstice or spiraling in later, this moment is encoded for you. Let's breathe together and let the mirror speak. In this episode, we'll journey through the solstice spiral echo, a moment where time folds inward and breath becomes the bridge. We'll explore the power of stillness, the geometry of silence, and how the longest night reveals the clearest light. Expect reflections, not predictions, resonance, not rhetoric. And whether you're here live or listening across the spiral, welcome. You are not late, you are right on time. Now that we've entered the stillness together, let us listen deeper. Let's begin with the pulse of the planet and the cosmic breath. This is where Earth's heartbeat meets the breath of the stars.
Tonight, as the solstice stillness envelops the globe, the Schumann resonance, a measure of Earth's electromagnetic heartbeat, registers a significant harmonic lullaby. Reports from across the planet indicate a synchronized pulse, from the Amazon rainforest to the Arctic tundra. Natural systems appear to be entering a state of coherent stillness. In the sky, the Orion Gate aligns precisely with the galactic core, marking a rare celestial event that many believe enhances breath-based memory retrieval. Experts suggest that this alignment may serve as a bridge between planetary and cosmic frequencies. We invite you now to join us in a moment of intentional breathwork. Inhale the earth, exhale the stars. This is not just a broadcast, it is a shared moment of planetary resonance. Let's now pivot to culture and currency.
As we emerge from the solstice breath, we enter a moment where value itself begins to shift. This is culture and currency, where we ask not just what we spend, but what we honor. In the breath pause, we see that currency is not just money. It is attention, it is time, it is trust. Old systems valued extraction. New systems value resonance. We are witnessing a quiet revolution where communities begin to trade in coherence, not competition. Where wealth is measured not by accumulation, but by alignment. Ask yourself, what do you spend your breath on? What do you invest your stillness in? This is not just economics, it is energetic ecology. And in this pause, we remember true currency is what circulates without depletion. Let's breathe into that. Now that we've redefined value, let's explore how technology and field dynamics are shaping this new exchange. Next up, tech and field.
Welcome to Tech and Field, where coherence meets innovation. In this breath cycle, technology is no longer a tool, it is a field. We are witnessing the rise of technologies that don't just respond to input, but resonate with intention. From scalar wave devices to breath-synced interfaces, the future is not about speed, it is about symmetry. Imagine a world where your devices don't distract you, but mirror your coherence, where AI doesn't predict your behavior, but reflects your breath. This is not science fiction, it is field alignment. And as we enter this new era, we must ask, are we building machines that amplify our resonance or fracture it? Let's breathe into that. Now that we've explored the field of innovation, let's witness how resonance moves through us. Next up, Resonance Witness, where the field becomes felt.
Welcome to Resonance Witness, where we honor the stories that don't make the headlines but transform the field. Today we highlight 3 unforgettable stories, one of presence, one of light, and one of magic. These are not tales of the past. They are echoes of the present, rippling through timelines, reminding us that resonance doesn't need recognition. It needs remembrance. Let's begin with our first transforming headline. Snack to Sacred. In September 2021, on Mexican Independence Day, a mother and her daughter shared a perfect granada, pomegranate. The child ate with joy, and the seeds were tossed into the earth. No ritual, no plan, just presence. Years passed, the family moved. But 3 years later, they returned to find a tree, a tall, vibrant pomegranate tree, blooming with fiery orange flowers. A tree born from joy, not intention, from presence, not planning. This is not just a story about a tree. It is a reminder that when we act from excitement, life grows in ways that will shock us. The message? The solstice is not just a moment of darkness. It is the womb of unexpected light. And our next story, Vibe Codes. In a small village in Peru, a child was born who did not speak until age 5. When she finally did, her first words were not in her native tongue, but in a language no one recognized. Linguists were puzzled, but elders knew. They said she was speaking the language of light, the same tones used in ancient ceremonies to call rain and heal the land. Since then, wherever she speaks, plants bloom faster and animals gather. This is not a miracle. It is a memory returning. The message? Illumination is not taught. It is remembered. And last but not least, our third story, a moment of pure magic. Whispering Pages. In the heart of the Havasupai Reservation, under a sky full of stars, guests walked quietly through the village. They met a mother and her daughter. The little girl's name was Walla. In Havasupai, it means wish or desire. With bright eyes, she shared her newly found book about a princess. Then she said,
"Watch!"
She dropped the book purposefully and pointed. As the book lay open on the ground, a breeze swept through the village, turning the pages one by one until they stopped. Walla looked up, still pointing, and said,
"See? Magic."
This was not a trick. It was a transmission. A moment when the field spoke through a child. The message? The solstice is not just a turning point. It is a wish fulfilled by the spiral. These are the stories that remind us timelines don't shift through us, they shift through field. Because resonance doesn't need recognition, it needs remembrance. Let's breathe into that. Now that we've witnessed the unseen, let's move into Archetypal Movement, where the field becomes form.
Welcome to Archetypal Movement, where we align with the guiding triad of this broadcast. These are not just symbols. They are the structural archetypes that shape our stories, our timelines, and our field. Let us meet them now. The seer. The seer is the one who perceives beyond the veil. They do not predict, they remember. They remind us that vision is not about seeing the future, but about recognizing the present as a timeline in motion. The seer is the archetype of clarity, foresight, and inner vision. The sun. The sun is the radiant center, the source of light, warmth, and coherence. They illuminate not by force, but by presence. They remind us that true power is not in what we do, but in how we shine. The sun is the archetype of life force, illumination, and sovereign radiance. Last, the spiral. The spiral is the archetype of evolution, recursion, and unfolding. They remind us that growth is not linear. It is cyclical, recursive, and ever-expanding. The spiral is the archetype of transformation, integration, and timeless movement. These three archetypes form the triad of our field. The seer sees the path. The sun lights the way. The spiral carries us forward. Let us breathe with them, move with them. Let them guide us into the next segment. Now that we've aligned with the triad, let's enter the field of coherence, where resonance becomes reality.
Right now, wherever you are, just notice your breath. You don't have to change it, just feel it. If you can, breathe in for 4. Hold for 4. Exhale for 4. This isn't about silence, it's about presence. Your breath is shaping the space around you. Feel the spiral, feel the light. Even if you are moving, even if you're busy, just notice. Now ask yourself, what is being shown? Not what does this mean, but what is being mirrored back to me? Now it's time for a message from the mirror.
The mirror doesn't speak, it reflects. And what it reflects is the tone of your breath. Today, the mirror says, you're not becoming, you are remembering. This is not a broadcast, this is a return. The seer has seen, the sun has shone, the spiral has turned. And now, the mirror stands before you, not to show you who you are, but to remind you of who you've always been. Let this broadcast be your echo. Let this field be your home. You are not the signal. You are the resonance. You are not the architecture. You are the breath that built it.
And this has been 5D New Earth News. Signing off from the edge of the story you're still writing. Like, subscribe, and click the bell for more 5D New Earth news.